Welcome to my channel, dear viewers. Love and marriage in royal families has always fascinated people worldwide, and today we're diving into a particularly intriguing story from Dubai's ruling family. The relationship between Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, affectionately known as Fazza, and Sheikha Thani has become a subject of quiet speculation in social circles. Despite their grand wedding that captured global attention, keen observers have noticed a growing emotional distance between the couple. Let's explore what's really happening behind the palace walls. When we look at their public appearances, they're few and far between. Unlike other royal couples who frequently attend events together, Sheikh Hamdan and Sheikha Thani are rarely seen at the same functions. Even more telling is their living arrangement. They currently reside in separate palaces, an unusual setup for a recently married royal couple. While it's common for royal families to maintain multiple residences, the consistent physical separation has raised eyebrows among Dubai's social circles. Sheikh Hamdan, known for his active social media presence and public engagements, rarely shares moments with his wife. His Instagram account, which has millions of followers, is filled with his adventures, royal duties, and time spent with family, particularly his father and siblings, but Sheikha Thani is noticeably absent from these snapshots of his life. This digital distance mirrors their physical separation and has led to widespread speculation about their relationship. Sources close to the royal household have whispered about the apparent emotional gulf between the couple. While arranged marriages are traditional in royal families, the distance between Sheikh Hamdan and Sheikha Thani seems to extend beyond mere formality. The Sheikh's body language during their limited public appearances together often appears distant and formal, lacking the warmth one might expect from a happily married couple. Consider how Sheikh Hamdan spends his time. He's often seen engaging in sports, attending government functions, or spending time with his siblings and close friends. These activities, while part of his royal duties and personal interests, also seem to serve as a way to maintain distance from his marital life. His passion for extreme sports, photography, and poetry appears to be more than just hobbies. They're escapes that keep him physically and emotionally occupied away from the palace where his wife resides. The emotional distance isn't just physical, it's reflected in the way the couple leads their separate lives. While Sheikh Hamdan continues his high-profile role as crown prince, attending state functions and maintaining a strong public presence, Sheikha Thani maintains a much lower profile, rarely making public appearances or engaging in royal duties. This stark contrast in their public lives adds another layer to their apparent emotional separation. What makes this situation particularly poignant is the contrast with Sheikh Hamdan's public persona. Known for his warm personality and genuine connection with Dubai's citizens, his apparent emotional detachment from his marriage stands in sharp contrast to his otherwise engaging nature. This disconnect has led many to speculate about the true nature of their relationship and whether love was ever part of the equation. But as with many aspects of royal life, the true dynamics of their relationship remain largely private. While the evidence of their emotional distance is compelling, both parties maintain their dignity and royal duties, keeping their personal struggles away from the public eye. This situation reminds us that even in the most privileged circles, matters of the heart remain complex and sometimes painfully human. The world was enchanted when Dubai's beloved crown prince, Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, announced his marriage to Sheikha Thani. The grand wedding celebrations painted a picture of royal perfection, but behind the opulent ceremonies and public displays, a different story has been quietly unfolding. Today, their relationship appears to be one of polite distance rather than marital closeness, raising questions about the true nature of their union. Looking deeper into their daily lives reveals a pattern of careful separation. Sheikh Hamdan, widely known for his adventurous spirit and modern approach to leadership, spends considerable time at his private palace, while Sheikha Thani maintains residence in a separate royal dwelling. This arrangement, while perhaps convenient for their individual schedules, speaks volumes about their emotional disconnect. The physical distance between their residences serves as a metaphor for the growing space between their hearts. Social media tells an equally revealing story. Sheikh Hamdan, who maintains an active presence on platforms like Instagram under his handle @Faz3, regularly shares glimpses of his life with millions of followers. His feed is a colorful tapestry of extreme sports, royal engagements, family moments with his father and brothers, and even touching interactions with Dubai's citizens. However, Sheikha Thani remains notably absent from this digital narrative. This omission becomes even more striking when we consider how openly he shares other aspects of his life. The contrast in their public lives is equally telling. While Sheikh Hamdan maintains a high-profile presence, attending state functions, sports events, and cultural celebrations, Sheikha Thani's public appearances are remarkably limited. Even at significant royal events where both would be expected to attend, they're often seen arriving separately or maintaining a formal distance. Their body language during these rare joint appearances speaks of obligation rather than affection. Perhaps most revealing is Sheikh Hamdan's apparent preference for solitary activities or time spent with friends and family rather than his wife. His passion for skydiving, horse riding, and other extreme sports seems to have intensified since his marriage, suggesting these activities serve as more than just hobbies. They're escapes from a marriage that appears to lack emotional connection. His poetry, often shared on social media, speaks of freedom, adventure, and solitude, but rarely of love or partnership. The situation becomes more poignant when considering Sheikh Hamdan's well-known, charismatic, and warm personality. His genuine connections with Dubai's people, his playful interactions with children during public events, and his compassionate approach to leadership make the emotional void in his marriage even more striking. Here is a man known for his ability to form meaningful connections, yet his marriage appears to lack that very quality. Cultural observers note that while arranged marriages are common in royal families, most couples eventually develop at least a cordial relationship based on mutual respect and shared responsibilities. However, the distance between Sheikh Hamdan and Sheikha Thani appears to go beyond the formal nature of royal marriages. Their separate lives seem to operate in parallel, intersecting only when absolutely necessary for official functions or family obligations. The impact of this emotional distance extends beyond their personal lives. As Crown Prince, Sheikh Hamdan's role includes being a model for Dubai's younger generation. His marriage, while outwardly maintaining the appearance of propriety, lacks the warmth and partnership that many young Emiratis hope to achieve in their own relationships. This disconnect between public image and private reality creates an interesting dichotomy in Dubai's social narrative. Sources close to the royal household suggest that both parties have accepted this arrangement with characteristic dignity. They maintain their respective roles and duties without public discord, demonstrating a level of maturity in handling their personal challenges. However, this very acceptance of their emotional separation makes the situation more poignant, a story of two people bound by duty but separated by the heart. As Dubai continues to modernize and evolve, the relationship between its crown prince and his wife stands as a reminder that even in the most progressive of Arab societies, matters of the heart can be complicated by tradition, duty, and personal choice. The emotional distance between Sheikh Hamdan and Sheikha Thani, while carefully managed, remains a quiet testament to the complex nature of love and marriage in royal circles.